Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. First of all, I'd like to thank you so much for your thoughtful comments. I read them and I really appreciate knowing how you feel about these messages. There was one comment that I would like to speak on, and that was the comment about the saging. Um, Realizing that the practice of saging is an ancient practice, and people were saging their homes way before Christianity ever came into existence. It was during a time when people looked toward the land, the environment for their healing. Uh, they worshipped the air, the water, the earth, and everything that the earth provided. It was all in healing. And and when the church came into existence, they didn't want people to be out doing these things on their own. They wanted to organize people so that they can be in control of any healing or whatever happens. So the church demonized a lot of practices that were going on during that time. So let us not judge right away before we get the information and know what it's really all about, because you could miss out on a blessing when you when your mind is closed to new information. But I just wanted to clear that up, because just to let you know that the Christian religion, when it came in, when Constantine brought in the Christian religion and said that we're all going to be Christians now, he demonized any practices that the other folks were doing, because people were going to the land, to different herbs and things for their healing. And it worked. It worked. But the church decided that, no, if you want to be, you need to come to the church for that. So I hope that explains some of the practices that you will see me do is because I am spiritual. I do not practice from any organized religion, because I believe that organized religion is a way of controlling people, and it also can hinder some of your blessings. So I'm going to get off of that now, and I want to talk to you about trusting your intuition. Now, intuition is the voice inside you from the Most High. Okay? And I know somebody got on me for not saying God. God is a persona that man put on the higher intelligence. He put a human persona on the intelligence. I say the universe. I do not look at it like it's a man or a woman or that. So that's why I say the universe. And when you were born here into this existence, the universe gave you an intuition to let you know what was right and what's wrong. You really, if you think about it, you really don't need anybody else to tell you what's right and wrong. Your own intuition will tell you. You understand? But because we have been so groomed in what to believe and what not to believe, you see, and remember this. At the head of this system, these people are the people that make these rules. They're not making them for your benefit at all. These rules are made to control the masses. The masses, the very people that put these rules on you, they do not obey the rules themselves. These rules are for you. For you. And And a lot of times we just get so wrapped up in it, believing what we were told and what we were taught, that we can't see past that. And we don't have the motivation to look past that, to find truth. What's the real truth in this world? Your intuition is true. It is always true. And it's always talking to you. Always. And when you get that, you go somewhere and you get a funny kind of feeling, it's trying to tell you something. Be on alert. Something is here. Something is about to happen. That's your intuition. A lot of times because our beliefs about something have become so strong that we don't listen to our intuition anymore. We just feel like we already know the truth and nobody can tell you anything different. Nobody. It would benefit folks to be more open and do some research on your own. You know, a lot of people quote scripture, and they, quote things from other holy documents, and they've never read it themselves. They're only quoting what somebody told them. And believe me, all documents are told from the perception of the teller. The teller's perception is translating the information to you. So, but your intuition comes from above. Comes from above. And it will always be true to you. You see? And you trust your intuition, you see, and it adds to your self-love because you trust in yourself. You don't need to run off every time for somebody else to guide you. I've been trying to get the folks to understand that we have been groomed to be followers. But that wasn't the intent when you came here. That wasn't the intent for you to follow anybody. You see, your relationship should be direct to the higher power. You don't need a middleman to tell you what should be done to improve your life, what should be done to improve your own life. Your intuition will tell you that if you listen to it. You get hunches. Take this step. Take that step. But you need to be quiet to hear your intuition. If you're out here constantly fighting against the tide because you feel like you already know the answers, you probably feel like you know more than your intuition. You see? Well, then you're just going down your own path. And you'll get whatever is at the end of that path. You're not going with the flow of life. When you go with the flow of life, your life should be happy and pleasant and full of abundance. You'll get some challenges, but the challenges are only to help you grow. You grow. When the challenges come, your intuition will tell you. It will guide you through it if you listen. When the challenges come, but a lot of times when challenges come, it's a test of your faith. When your challenges come in your life, it's a test of your faith. And what do? All of us say that we got this strong faith and this strong belief in something. The least little challenge, you get and you off to the doctor. You got no faith. You got no faith. Your body but when you came here, your body had the ability to heal itself. You ain't trust it. Your intuition probably tell you, just go out and make yourself a little tea or whatever. No, you want to believe what the doctor's going to tell you. So you get these people with strong faith. First thing, go straight to the doctor. People with strong faith, when the virus came out, were you the one straight off to get that vaccine? Where was your faith then? Did your intuition tell you, well, maybe you ought to think about that? Did your intuition tell you anything? Were you listening? People, what I'm trying to get you to understand is your mind has been programmed to fear everything. And even your religion teaches you to fear. The universe does not operate like that. And your intuition doesn't operate like that. Your intuition is a guide. It's a guide that was given to you from the universe to guide you through this life. Your intuition is your guide. And if you just trust it, it will always lead you down the right path. It will always let you know what's right and what's wrong. You ain't got to go down there for your pastor to tell you, no, you do that, that's wrong. And if you do that, you're going right off to forever. You don't need a middleman. Your information can come direct. You got a direct line if you accept it. If you accept it. And if you quit being closed off. See, organized religion has a way of making people believe that, listen, we are right and everybody else is wrong. Don't listen to nobody else. We are right. We are right. When I was into Christianity, the organization where I went, that's where they believed. They believed that they was the only one going to that heavenly place, and the rest of y'all, forget about it. But all organized religions believe that. Do you see the folly in that? They all teach their people that. No. If you take steps to believe in yourself, listen, the universe gave you power to believe in. It gave you free will. And you just throwing your free will out to other people to tell you how to live your life. Other people tell you how to live your life. And even with the organized religious documents, they gave it to the people. They gave it to the people to control the people. This is the way you got to live. And all the religions believe that the other religion is wrong. And they are the only ones that are right. And do you understand? That is dividing people. That doesn't bring people together. That destroys lives, destroys families, just divide nations. Nations are fighting because of religion. The way that Constantine drove that Christianity on people, he went into other lands with the Bible in one hand and the gun in the other. You understand? And a lot of religions start like that. That's why I do not ascribe to any organized religion. I don't need a middleman to tell me what's right and wrong. The universe gives you that. You can have a direct line. A direct line if you want it, but it's your free will. Now, some people, they feel like ignorance is bliss. That's your free will. That's your free will. But don't go around demonizing other people for believing other things. Because, to be honest with you, in my search and researching a lot of religions, I found some truth in all of the religions. There's some truth in all of them. That's why the people stay. They stay because there's some truth in it. They don't know. They can't decipher the truth from the lie. But they stay because there's some truth. And they stay because they were born into the religion. Their families were in there. And now see, I was born into a religion. But I rebelled against it. That's right. And I come from a long generations of that religion. That's right. So I understand. I understand. And I can sympathize and empathize with people because we have all been groomed to believe things that are not quite true. And we don't take time to do the research for ourselves. We just take it if our head religious people or whoever tells us this information, we just want to take it and run with it. Anything that I say on this channel, look it up yourself. Don't take it just from what I say. Or try it out yourself. And then come back and tell me if it worked for you or if it didn't work for you. That's what I'm saying. Try it out. You see? But no. With organized religion, you got to sign on the dotted line and you pay your tithes you in. People, you have a guide, a holy guide in yourself. A holy guide in yourself. You see? That will guide you through life. If you don't let fear overtake you to turn you somewhere else. As soon as you hear something going to happen, you want to run for shelter. You run for shelter. You see? And it tickles me because I'm telling you, when I was in the church, I go there every Sunday and hear the songs that, I'm getting ready to leave this world and, and shouting and praising and all this ready to go. You let a big boom happen. You'll see how many people ready to go. You'll see where the faith is. When a person can't pay their bills, you see where the faith is. You believe then? Or are you so stressed out you don't know what to do? Because your faith is gone. You don't have no faith. You don't have no faith then. Your faith is strong as long as everything's good. But when challenges come, that's the test of faith. Now see, the universe brings you these challenges for lessons. And if you pass the lesson, the universe blesses you. It blesses you for that. You see? But a lot of organized religions teaches the people when challenges come, just pray. Just pray to have the challenges lifted or taken away from you. Well, what are you learning? You're not learning anything. And the challenge ain't going to be taken care of you, taken away from you. You'll just have to go through it the hard way. And then learn anything from it. It'll probably come back because you never learned a lesson. See, if you take time to try to understand the big picture of why you are really here and what life is all about, you can enjoy your time here. You can enjoy your time here and not be afraid that if you don't walk the certain line that you're going to be doomed to a terrible place in the afterlife. That's fear. That's fear. Everything you're doing here is because you're afraid that you're not going to get to the great place in the afterlife. You're here to enjoy this life. The universe gave you a guide to guide you through this life. You see? And there are all kind of spirits in this life. Don't be fooled. There are all kind of spirits in this life. And in the universe, there's more than one God. Now, I know that I'm going to ruffle some feathers on that one. I know I'm going to ruffle some feathers on that one. But let me explain. Don't don't click me off yet. Just let me explain what I mean by that. Even in your Bible, I believe your God said, "Do not worship any other gods before me." Is that right? Okay, that tell you right there. There's more than one God in the universe. Okay, but the universe, what I believe, the universe is over everything. The universe is over everything. And I'll say there's more than one God because Hindus, I don't think they recognize the God that you serve if you're Christian, and if you're of some of the other religions, they may have their own God that they understand. But I believe you can be respectful of whoever a person decides that that's who they want to serve, because we're all trying to get to a better place, as long as they're not causing you any harm. You see, and whatever they're saying, if it's for your better good and you can feel good about the message, why fight it? Why fight it? I believe there's more than one road to the kingdom. There's more than one road. Your road ain't the only road to get there. So people, don't be weary when you see people doing ancient things that you want to call witchcraft. That's the label that the Christian church put on these practices and demonized it, because they didn't want people to go out and do their own healing at home. Because during those days, people knew how to go out and get certain plants from the earth to make medicine to heal themselves. You see, the church didn't want that. You come to one place for your healing. You understand? So, just to give you all a little education on that. I wish you all well, peace, and happiness. And I thank you again. Keep those comments coming, because it keeps me on my toes too. Okay? And I thank you again for watching this video and supporting this channel. And I really do hope to see you next time.